Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to our end of the year awards. Welcome to the very first annual Connie Awards, and it's so great to have you here. Now, this year, this has kind of been thrown together very quickly, but we did have all of you guys go over to our Google Docs form and vote for who you think should be the winner. And I'm going to show you all the nominees here today and the winners as well. And then next year, I would like to make this an even grander, a bigger thing. So if you guys are able to, make sure you leave a like on this video. That would be great. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications, and let's find out who won our year-end awards. Starting off right here with the best finishing move nominees. We had the KOD from Bianca Belair, the Spear from Braun Breaker, the Crossroads from Cody Rhodes, the RKO from Randy Orton, and the Riptide from Rhea Ripley. All great finishing moves that were highly presented in 2024, but there can only be one winner, and that winner is the RKO by Randy Orton, one of the most, and by the way, I haven't seen the winners yet, so I'm experiencing this with all of you right here live right now on YouTube and on Twitch. Randy Orton with the RKO is a big dub. I mean, let's face it, it's the RKO, right? It is one of the most famous finishing moves in the history of pro wrestling. And anytime that you see an RKO on a list, chances are you're probably going to vote for it. It can come out of nowhere. It can be hit on absolutely anybody. It looks impressive. This is a no-brainer. So good job, chat. Good job. Good first vote right there. That's a W. The next category that we have is the Faction of the Year. Look at this. I actually did have Faction of the Year. I totally lied to you guys just like 5 minutes ago on YouTube. I said we didn't have Faction of the Year. We do. Damn, Con, you have a memory the size of a goldfish. LWO, New Bloodline, Wyatt 6, Judgment Day, or the OG Bloodline were up for grabs for this year's Faction of the Year. And the winner is the OG Bloodline. I mean, I'm not surprised. This doesn't feel right, though. This doesn't feel right, does it? I don't know if that feels right for Faction of the Year. The chat voted, and the chat will let them have their votes, but let's be real. The OG Bloodline were barely a thing in 2024. The New Bloodline, or the Judgment Day, or the Wyatt 6 probably should have been one of the winners. LWO is also like a long-distant potential winner, but hey, OG Bloodline picks up the win. You guys love seeing them reform for War Games, I guess, and that's all it takes. A little bit of recency bias, I would say. A little bit, but that's okay. The 2024 Faction of the Year is the OG Bloodline. We have Feud of the Year up next. It is Logan Paul and L.A. Knight. Yeah. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, Gunther and Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, or Punk and McIntyre. Now, when we look at this, there's probably one runaway favorite, but there probably should be another one that was only told within the confines of 2024 that should be up for contention. In my eyes, it should be either Rhodes and Reigns or Punk and McIntyre. Let's find out. Yeah, let's go! W chat, that's the right call. That was 100% the Feud of the Year. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Yeah, do not get me wrong. That was a 2-year build to that, but it was a 2-year build. This was all done in 2024, and it went through most of the year. It was 100% the Feud of the Year. I love that you guys chose that. Good job, Conman community. We now have the man most likely to win a main roster singles championship in 2025. Very interesting. So one of these 5 men of Solo Sikoa, Carmelo Hayes, Bronson Reed, Xavier Woods, or Tommaso Ciampa, you guys think will win singles gold in 2025. And let's find out who it is. Carmelo Hayes. Interesting direction. I think he's got as good of a chance as anybody. But with those names on the list, that's kind of a I can't lie. That's kind of a surprise. That surprises me right there. Carmelo Hayes picking up the win and going home with the Connie Award for the man most likely to win their first main roster singles championship in 2025. How about the men's breakout star of the year, though? We've got Solo Sikoa, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Karrion Kross, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now, the thing is with this category right here is these are people that have truly broken through this year. They're not people who have been established for a little bit, right? These are people who have risen up the card in 2024 in a big way. And honestly, all 5 of these men should be in contention for it. Karrion Kross may be on the low end, but his recent work has been very, very good. And the winner is Braun Breaker. Yeah. There you go. Braun Breaker, 1,000,000%, guys. I like that is no doubt. Men's Breakout Superstar of the Year is Braun Breaker, the current Intercontinental Champion. He's been even teased around the world title scene. He had great feuds with Ricochet, destroying everybody backstage. His stuff with Sami Zayn was excellent. The list goes on and on for Braun Breaker. I don't think anybody is going to disagree with this winner right here. We have, for the men's match of the year now, the nominees are Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso on Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn versus Gunther at WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles at Backlash, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, and CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood. There is some incredible matches right here, and I think all 5 of these should be in contention. There is likely going to be 2 favorites, potentially 3 with the crowd right there of Rhodes and Styles, but I think it's down to Reigns versus Rhodes or Punk versus McIntyre. Now let's take a look. If I'm guessing, I think people give Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns. I don't think they do Hell in a Cell. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. There you have it, everybody. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Bloodline rules. The WWE Undisputed Championship match at WrestleMania 40 Sunday. Hell of a match, man. And I said this, and you guys will hear this in future videos as well, or potentially past videos, depending on when this is released to YouTube. I'm not exactly sure. That Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes just made WrestleMania 40. That match made WrestleMania 40 iconic. It is one of the most memorable WrestleManias in the history of pro wrestling. Well, I guess we should say WWE. It is just one of those incredibly memorable matches that I don't think myself or any of you are going to forget anytime soon. Granted, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell definitely should have been in contention for this. But anyways, let's go to the men's superstar of the year. We got Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Jey Uso, Yeet, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. This is wild that Roman's on there. What did Roman do in 2024? He didn't do much, did he? He didn't do much. It's gotta be Cody, right? Yeah, it's Cody. It's Cody. I mean, I don't think anybody will be upset at that one. It's Cody Rhodes. It's not Roman Reigns this year. This was the year of Cody Rhodes. The amount of main events that this man has had, the amount of big angles that they've ran around Cody Rhodes, it's been his year. From the Royal Rumble to winning at WrestleMania 40 to going all the way here to the end of the year, it's been his year, man. No doubt about it. The next person right here for the most improved superstar of the year, we have Ludwig Kaiser, Chad Gable, Michin, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax. These are people who have really elevated their stock. It's not necessarily becoming a breakthrough star, but they have elevated their stock in such a way that you can't picture them not being on the main roster, right? And all 5 of these people have absolutely crushed it this year. Everybody has elevated their game. Nia Jax, for me, would be my vote. If I had to pick, I think Nia Jax went from being one of the most hated, despised women's wrestlers that maybe has ever walked through WWE with the amount of injuries that were associated with Nia Jax, but she has completely shed that. She is a completely different woman now, and it's a completely different wrestler. Nia Jax has done everything to win me over as a fan. I'll say it outright. I love Nia Jax, and she should be the winner, right? Yeah, imagine it was Ludwig after that build up like that. It's of course Nia Jax, without a doubt, going from just like this person who nobody ever wanted to see on their screen to becoming one of the best parts of SmackDown. Her title reign has been awesome. This is a big W. Nia Jax, you deserve this. Next up, everybody, we have the women most likely to win a main roster singles championship in 2025. Our options are Sonya Deville, Lyra Valkyria, Chelsea Green, Dakota Kai, or Tiffany Stratton. Now, here's the thing. Chelsea's already won. So when we put this out, when we put the votes out there, Chelsea was obviously not the Women's United States champion. Let's see. I guarantee people pick Tiffany Stratton because she's Miss Money in the Bank, right? Yeah, okay. So technically you're wrong, okay? But also technically you're right because it's not 2025 yet, right? Right? So we'll see. But anyways, that's a big win right there for Tiffany and probably the right call. With her being Miss Money in the Bank, that's like a lock. She's going to become champion at some point, I think. The NXT Breakout Star of the Year nominees are Julia, Ridge Holland, Javon Evans, Carmen Petrovic, and Stephanie Vaquer. These people crushed it this year, and I think it's well-deserved, but there is one person that is going to run away with it. Somebody who is there the entire year, elevating their stock every chance they got. At least I think, or maybe not the entire year, a good chunk of the year, though. It is that bouncy boy. It's Javon Evans. I knew it. Imagine, again, I have not seen through these, so imagine if, like, I'm wrong with the build-up. Could be hilarious. It might happen soon. But Javon Evans right there is your NXT Breakout Superstar of the Year. And this is, to me, this is the biggest no-brainer that you could have had. Stephanie Vaquer and Julia just got there. Ridge Holland is Ridge Holland. And it's Javon Evans. It's freaking Javon Evans, man. That match against Randy Orton, his NXT title match, everything Javon is doing right now, he is crushing, and I don't think anybody is going to think that this is a bad pick. The NXT Match of the Year. Ooh, tough one. We have Wes Lee versus Zachary Wentz in the street fight on NXT. We have Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez at Stand and Deliver. We have Michin versus Jada Parker in the street fight on NXT TV. Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams at Stand and Deliver. And Obafemi versus Dijak versus Josh Briggs at Stand and Deliver as well. Man, Stand and Deliver really did stand and deliver. 3 of the 5 matches of the year from NXT are from that PLE. Amazing, man. If I'm going to guess, I think it's this one, this massive triple threat down here. Let's see. I am right. Let's go. Obafemi versus Josh Briggs versus Dijak for the North American Championship. This is a no-brainer. That match was amazing. And if you guys watched it live with me during the subathon, which, by the way, nice little announcement right here during the middle of the Connie Awards, the subathon is returning next April in 2025, starting on the 14th. And we could be going for 12 days for the 12 days of WrestleMania. It's back, everybody, so look forward to that. But Obafemi, Josh Briggs, Dijak crushed it at Stand and Deliver, and I can't wait to see what WWE and NXT do at the next Stand and Deliver, because that was such a great show. The NXT Men's Superstar of the Year nominees are Obafemi, Trick Williams, Tony D'Angelo, Ethan Page, and Wesley. And I just clued in. I did this entire thing with a damn blow-up Santa in the background. No! Oh, God, the background noise. Anyways, winner of the NXT Men's Superstar of the Year was Trick Williams. Let's go. I mean, this makes so much sense, right? This makes a ton of sense. My God, I can actually hear myself think now that Santa's down on the ground. Good Lord. Congratulations, Trick Williams, though. That's a big win for him right there this year. Then we have the NXT Women's Superstar of the Year nominees, Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, and Roxanne Perez. To me, I think the NXT women's division was easily, without a doubt, the MVP of NXT. The men's division struggled a little bit throughout 2024, but the women's division came alive. And these 5 ladies are a big reason why. All 5 of them crushed it. And your winner, I'm going to assume, is the person who held on to the NXT championship most of the year. It's Roxanne Perez, without a doubt. No chance for anybody else. I'm sorry. Nobody stood a chance against Roxanne. This was her year. And it's only a matter of time before she gets called up to the main roster, man. She won this with 82% of the vote, the highest winning vote of the Connies. That's amazing. Congrats, Roxanne. Now let's get into our PLE of the Year nominees. We have the Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, Backlash, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania 40 Night 2. Okay. All love right here. This, I don't even need any explanation. This is WrestleMania 40 Night 2. Yeah, it's WrestleMania 40 Sunday. Like, we're talking about Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns with everything else that happened on the card as well. Like, it was one of the most memorable PLEs I have ever seen in my life. I still can't stop thinking about those final 8 minutes of Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. I have mentally been there all year long. I have not left WrestleMania 40. I have not left that moment where Cody Rhodes finished his story. I just haven't. And this is without a doubt the best PLE of the year. No question about it. The Tag Team of the Year nominees are the Judgment Day, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Tongaloa and Tomatonga, and then A-Town Down Under. I actually don't know who's going to walk out with this one. It's probably the Judgment Day, because they started out the year still as tag champs, I believe, or I can't remember what happened with them when they lost their tag title. They lost them at WrestleMania when the titles got split, right? Anyways, oh, wow, what? Shocker. Shocker, 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 shocker of the year. Wow. A tag team that only just got here is the winner of the Tag Team of the Year. Wow. Wow. I'm trying to justify this. I gotta justify this. Winning tag team titles early on, but then losing. I just hit myself in the face with a string. Losing the titles late. I don't know. The con man community has spoken. I don't know how this won. Recency bias. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm not trying to crap on them. They're a great tag team. I love them. They're my favorite tag team from TNA. Like, I grew up watching them. But to see them win WWE Tag Team of the Year is wild. Okay. Well, anyways, congratulations, Motor City Machine Guns. Up-and-comer of the year. Okay, we got Carmelo Hayes, Jacob Fatu, Ilya Dragunov, Julius Creed, and Dragon Lee. A lot of potential stars here on the rise, but one person tends to stand out above the rest, I would say. One guy has truly shown up on the scene and commanded the attention like no other. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm almost positive this is Jacob Fatu. Yeah. It is. It's Jacob Fatu. This man, like I just said, he showed up on the scene and just absolutely made everybody take notice. He's a main eventer in the making. He's going to have a match with Roman someday. He's going to have a match with Solo someday. He will be a future WWE champion. It's just a matter of time before Jacob Fatu gets there. Women's Breakout Superstar of the Year is Candice LeRae, Lyra Valkyria, Chelsea Green, Dakota Kai, and Tiffany Stratton. The Breakout Star of the Year, I think you've got a couple options. There's one person who was called up this year, though, who really did have a better year than the rest. It's probably Tiffy time. Yes, it is. Tiffany Stratton right there. Let's go. Tiffy coming up in February? Right? Tiffany Stratton made her debut on the main roster in February, I believe, this year, and went on to be in the Elimination Chamber, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because she got that great reaction from Perth, right? And then she went all the way, captured Money in the Bank, and now is right alongside of Nia Jax, ready to cash in pretty much any day. Tiffany is without a doubt the breakout superstar of the women's division. Now for the women's match of the year, we have Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany. We have Bianca versus Io on Monday Night Raw. That match cooked. Liv versus Rhea at SummerSlam. Also a great match. Io versus Bayley at WrestleMania 40. Another great match. And Rhea versus Becky. Another dandy one at WrestleMania. Dude, great options this year for the women's match of the year. All 5 of those could win it. But it is probably either going to be Rhea, Becky. Actually, you know what? I think anybody could win here. Let's just find out. Like I said, anybody could win. I'm not mad. This match was excellent at WrestleMania 40 between Io Sky and Bayley. That, like, to me, it's a bit of a shocker to see them actually win it, but I don't think this is a bad choice whatsoever. I think this also goes to show how many people probably voted across the board picking one match or another, and not everybody coming to a consensus. This is an incredible match, though. Let's face it. Bayley and Io Sky crushed it at WrestleMania 40, and then Bayley becoming the women's champion as a result was also huge. So, fantastic choice there, chat. I love that. We have a bit of an underdog right there that won. Now time for the women's superstar of the year. We have Bayley, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and Nia Jax. It's probably Rhea, right? Yeah, it might be Nia. Bayley also had a big year with the Royal Rumble. Dude, you know what? Liv Morgan winning all of them have a chance. Bianca had an incredible record this year as well. Dude, all of them have a chance. Let's find out. Wow! Dude, I love you. I love you guys. You're not just going for the popular choice. Let's go. Liv Morgan wins the Women's Superstar of the Year. This is huge, man. That is huge for Liv Morgan, and honestly, rightfully so. She had a killer year this year. Her Liv Morgan Revenge Tour coming back, being one of the focal points on Monday Night Raw with Dominic Mysterio being the Women's World Champion. Congratulations to her. That is a very, very, very good pick from our Conman community, and one that I didn't actually think people were going to make. I thought we were going to get Rhea Ripley because she's the popular choice, but Liv Morgan winning it? Hell yeah, man. That is huge for her. Congratulations, little Liv. But there you go, everybody. Those are your 2024 Connie Awards. I did the best that I possibly could with the time that I had. I've literally pre-recorded like 15 videos in the last 2 days. So hey, this is what you get. Next year, I'll wear a suit or something like that, and we'll make it this whole fun event, okay? But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you to everybody who voted for this. I thought that was a lot of fun. We will absolutely be doing it again. But chat, thank you everybody for watching. Everybody who watches on YouTube at a later time, thank you guys for watching as well. So make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. And everybody watching right here, right now on the tube, all right, watching live on the tube with us right after Monday Night Raw. Let me get rid of this damn poll right here. Everybody say bye, YouTube. And thank you for watching the Connie Awards. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the new year. Have a great one. And thanks for always being a Conman viewer. Appreciate you. God, I have long-winded outros.